Would you rather have a beer with Peter Griffin at the Drunken Clam or have a beer at Patty's Pub with the Always Sunny in Philadelphia game?
You got last place in fantasy football. Choose your punishment. Would you rather spend 24 hours in the gorilla exhibit at the zoo, or you have to eat a whole wooden door?
Would you rather be handcuffed to Jackson Mahomes your whole life or have to carry around a 45-pound dumbbell your whole life?
Would you rather your hometown city's WNBA team win the championship, or find $5 on the ground?
And we're back, episode 97 of Barcast Comedy, here at Bout Time Pub. Today we got joining us, stand-up comedian Jublar McPherson.
It's Jublar McPherson, episode 97.
Episode 97, we're getting up there.
You couldn't wait to let me be episode 100?
Episode 100?
That would have been nice, you know?
We'll see if we make it there.
Such a weird number. Like, there's no important 97s in the world.
Episode 97, baby. Episode 97's big. I forgot the batteries to my GoPro, so we're currently recording this on my phone, which is taped with masking tape
we make
to
it
the
happen.
GoPro tripod.
I respect. It's masking tape. You should see a picture of it.
It looks terrible.
I'll take a picture of it so you can post it as a picture on the episode.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Thank you for having. Man, I am
You're
all
welcome.
over the place.
You're
today.
welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
What's the first question? Just rattle them off.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay, we don't do long intros on this show, so let's just dive right into this. First question is, I ask all my guests, have you ever been in any bar fights?
Oh, bar fights. No, I broken up a bar fight over football. So
Over football?
If anyone knows
What teams?
today it was against a Detroit and a Patriots fan.
Interesting.
So yesterday was college football's opening day, Saturday. So next week,
We're back, baby.
we're back, Sunday football, baby. So we're recording this on the Sunday before football. So my friend Luke Berry, I'm not even going to short his name. He was a Patriots fan. No, he's a Detroit Lions fan, okay? And I think Detroit just lost to the Cowboys, I think, or something like that. And we were at this dive bar in Austin, Texas called Sidebar, known for selling cocaine and for the heaviest pour in Austin. Shout out Sidebar. You're a piece of shit.
Sounds like a great bar.
You're just a piece of shit. And so Luke, me and my friend go into the bar, we get a drink, and Luke Berry comes behind us in his Barry Sanders jersey, drunk as hell. And I think Detroit had just lost to Dallas in a really shitty way. And he goes, "Hey, if I get in a fight tonight, you got my back?" I look at him, I go, "No."
No, we're not doing that.
We're not going to back you up. And then
I'm getting out of here, actually, right now.
yeah, fast forward, we're on the patio, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, and Luke, he sees this guy with a Patriots hat on, and I could see Luke goes up to him, and I know the guy. He's a friend of mine's brother who he works at the bar. And I see him go up to him, and he tells him, "Tom Brady's a pedophile." Tom Brady's a PDF. That's what he said. And then the guy says, "What?" And I see him get in each other's face, and I look around, and Sidebar is a community of degenerates. Let me say this: scene kids. Like, if they see this clip, which I don't think they ever will, they'll want to fight me that I'm saying this about them. But they're little pieces of shit.
We're starting beef with Sidebar.
They are. And basically, when they saw this one guy in a Detroit jersey trying to fight this guy in the middle of the patio, they saw someone they knew. I saw everyone stand up and start wrapping their wallet chains around their fists. And some guy pulled a spike thing. Some guy pulled out a weapon. I swear I'd see it happening, and I was like, "Oh."
It's like Anchorman. They're all pulling out weapons.
It was. It looked like that. And I was like, I looked at my friend, and I was like, he's like, "We're not getting involved in this." And I was like, and then he kind of gave me that look. And it's like, there goes Luke. And so, just by instinct, I got up and I put my arm around both of them because they were in each other's face. And I go, what are y'all fellas doing? I was like, "Are y'all arguing over football? Come on, football. What are we doing?" And I'm making this big scene. And as I'm making this scene, I get in my friend Luke's ear and I go, "Dude, look the fuck around you." And I see him look, and Luke just does this. He's like, "Fuck this place." And then he runs out.
We're done.
He runs out. So I broke up a fight, and Luke just ran out in a panic because I go, "Look the fuck around you. People are about to kick your ass. The whole bar is going to whoop your ass." And then I sat down, and then I got people coming up to me like being like, "Is that your boy?" And I was like, "No, not my boy. I just broke up a fight. That's all I did." So I don't think I've ever seen a really bar fight that I could think of, but the one I think of is when I broke up the fight for my, I'll say, associate. Close acquaintance Luke Berry, who's a crazy person.
Oh yeah,
at Sidebar in Austin, Texas. Fuck y'all.
That's a great story. All right, would you rather get a drink at the Family Guy, the Drunken Clam, or at the It's Always Sunny bar?
I gotta go Always Sunny, man. I like the clam. Ladies,
You heard it here.
And I like that crew. They're cool, but man, I love Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I would just like get a beer in the corner of the bar where you couldn't see me on the show, and then I would just watch their plan for the day, and then I would keep coming back probably every day, and hopefully one day, but like no one's ever here except that guy. That's my Charlie Day, and just
yeah,
and like
quick cameo you get.
Yeah, and I'll be there. I'll be the what's it called, the Watcher from Marvel comic books.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the Family Guy bar. I love It's Always Sunny more, but I just don't want to get stuck in their shenanigans.
I'm down to
feels a little
observe
more
everything.
dangerous. But now that you're saying people watching it, that would be fun. I was thinking being at the front bar is a little dangerous there.
Like if I walked in to Always Sunny, it's Patty's. It's Patty's Pub.
Patty's Pub.
And it was like the episode they played Charlie McDennis. Dude, I would sit back and just relish.
That would be the dream to watch that. You'd be like, actually, I want to play.
And it's like, I never paid for a beer here in my life. I'm always just like reaching over the bar. Where would you rather drink at?
Family Guy bar, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Drunken Clam. I just think it'd be more fun to get drunk with Peter and them.
You would be fighting. You might
watching
punch a woman if you're hanging out with Peter Griffin.
True. That's a good point. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Canceled.
That show it's classic. I need to sit down and watch like the later seasons. But yeah,
That or I would just be nothing would be happening because they'd always be in cutscenes, and I would just be sitting there like, why is everybody frozen? What's going on?
They would be doing a what's it called, a callback or something.
Yeah, and I'm the only one like, what's happening?
It's like
Am I
that
not
time.
seeing this?
Yeah.
Would you rather get 10% off everything, but you have to ask if they have Dr. Pepper, or just live your life normally?
Do I gotta buy the Dr. Pepper
Yeah.
every time?
Yeah. If they have Dr. Pepper, you got to buy it. But you get 10% off whatever you're buying, a car, a house,
Oh
food.
man, I'd do that, and then what? A Dr. Pepper, either a can or a case, would be like.
You just got to ask, do you have Dr. Pepper? Just all the time.
I'm fine with that. I would take the 10% off everything. If I'm at a car dealership and I'm like, you got Dr. Pepper? Like they might just give me a can of Dr. Pepper or say no, and I get 10% off my car.
Yeah. I love Dr. Pepper too, honestly. So, I mean, this is a win-win for me. There's no downside to this question.
That's a Dr. Pepper.
That's my dream. I pretty much do ask if they have Dr. Pepper already everywhere.
Where are you from originally?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay. I thought Dr. Pepper was like a Texas thing.
I don't know. Just a big Dr. Pepper guy. I got like 4 Dr. Pepper t-shirts. They did a contest where you could win free Dr. Pepper t-shirts if you could buy 3 cases. And then I just resent the same picture of the 3 cases in over and over and over. And I got like 8 t-shirts. I got them for me, my brother, my mom. They're great t-shirts.
Oh,
Cool
my
designs on
God.
them. I was like, hell yeah.
Do you still sleep in this t-shirt?
Yeah, I actually do. It's my pajama t-shirt.
Hell yeah, I got pajama
I'll
t-shirts
text you a
too.
picture tonight. Not even joking. It's Dr. Pepper with a bunch of llamas on it.
I actually had Dr. Pepper yesterday because I went and got some chicken somewhere, and then I got Fanta first in my soda, drank that. Then I got root beer, Barks. And then
Man of fine taste.
shout out Kellen Duffy. It's Box. Okay. And then Dr. Pepper, I had that to end off with, and it's good. Syrupy goodness. It's good.
It's a good order to go through.
I'll take the 10% off and ask for Dr. Pepper for
Give
everything.
me the 10%. If you were Godzilla, what is the first city you would destroy?
Damn, that's a good question.
For me, it's got to be Tokyo.
Tokyo.
It feels like a good training level, like the classic.
Okay.
Everybody running just
That
like
is
Godzilla.
true. And then everyone's just like, Godzilla.
It feels like it's got to be Tokyo, and then probably like Cleveland.
Cleveland.
I just figured, anywhere in Ohio.
I'll go for the Texas, Cleveland, Lubbock, Texas. That place, Lubbock, and there wouldn't be much there. It really wouldn't, because that place is
That's tough. There's not any big buildings to
There's
destroy.
not a lot, but it sucks. Screw Texas Tech and screw. Everyone's always like, I have people friends who graduated from Texas Tech. They're like, go Raiders, and I'm just like, to Texas Raiders, and I'm like, oh, I went to Lubbock once to visit my daddy in prison. You know, I hate that place.
I'm gonna break my daddy out as Godzilla.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be Godzilla and kick the prison open. And then probably our Amarillo, Texas. That place sucks too.
Yeah.
Let me think. I'm trying to think
Just
somewhere.
a lot of small Texas cities. You're like, God. You're like, I have a list.
Where have I been that was like not in Texas?
Maybe Aurora.
Leave Aurora alone. Leave Aurora alone. Okay. Aurora has good food. Okay. And, I've been around there, and I'm from Houston, Texas originally. I won't go destroy Houston. I love that city. Shout out H-Town. And I'm from an area that some people would call ghetto, even in Houston. And so I go through Aurora, and I'm like, this is chump change. It's not that big of a deal. And I met people here at like Cheeseman Park in Denver who were like, I never go to Aurora. I never step foot in that area.
What about Rhino?
Yeah, let's do Rhino.
I would be down for that.
Let's fuck up Rhino, but they're just going to build it back up to an even more powerful.
Every time I go to
gentrified
Rhino,
thing.
all I think about is South Park in Kenny's town, the shitty have you watched South Park? Mm-hmm. You know how they build the shitty sopa around his house? Mm-hmm. That's all I think of every time I'm in Rhino. I'm like, oh, look at this. This is what they're talking about.
I didn't realize that.
That's what it's about.
I was old school South Park. Like my stepdad used to record it on a VHS when it first came out, and me and my stepdad watched that all the time.
Remember when it was free to watch just on their website?
Oh, was it?
You could just go to southpark.com and every episode was free to watch.
Oh man, I remember the summer
And it had a
days.
Jack in the Box commercial. Jumbunko, Jumbunko, Jumbunko. God, that's burned in my head.
I would come home from the pool like on the summer days, and I remember back to back it would be South Park and then Jackass.
Jackass.
That was the summer run of like my 8th grade.
That's a solid show choice. The other show I really like, do you remember Silent Library? Did you ever watch that one?
That sounds familiar.
It was on MTV, and they would be in the library, and they would be doing Jackass kind of stuff.
Yeah, they gotta be
And they
quiet.
gotta be quiet, yeah.
Yeah, like pinching nipples and
Yeah, I used to love
slapping
that
faces.
one too. All right, another would you rather question here. Choose your useless superpower. Would you rather have the superpower to be able to crap out any item in self-defense? So let's say, I don't know, you're getting chased by a bear. You could crap out a canoe to run down a river, float down a river. Or you can pull out a VHS tape out of your pocket at any time, instantly, of any memory. So if you're like, hey, do you remember that time back in the day? Yeah, I got it right here.
I'm about to show my nerd. Do you ever watch My High School Academia?
No.
Well, there's a girl with a power in that. It's an anime. Shout out, weebs. But there's a girl who can eat sugar, and out of her carbohydrates, she can pull out of her body any item she wants. So basically, you're saying I can have her power, but it comes out of my butt.
Yeah, pretty much. Best way to describe it. And it's got to be for self-defense.
Does this hurt as much as it comes out?
It's just taking a giant, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not going to kill you. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to rip you open.
This is actually an armadillo method of self-defense. My dad, when I lived in the country, I swear, we would see an armadillo. It would go into its little hole it was living in. My dad would dive, grab the armadillo, put his hand in the hole, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell is he doing? He'd pull out an armadillo from its tail, and it would start shitting. And he's like, yeah, they do that because that's their self-defense. So this is the armadillo superpower. I'll take the bear thing, and I don't know if I'll shoot out a canoe. I think I respect wildlife, but I think I'd pull out a bear mace would be easier to pass.
You're right. That would be a lot better idea.
Shoot out a canoe, some oars, and a life jacket.
you gotta get the oars too. They come separately.
So yeah, I'll take the self-defense because the other one was just.
Plus, what if you're constipated, and then you can't poop.
But if you're really scared and you're like the armadillo, you're gonna
right.
poop. You're gonna poop it out, man.
There'd be 6 canoes, just the whole river clogged up with them.
Dude, I'm just exhausted. So I'll take that useless superpower, which is it's not totally useless.
No thoughts on the VHS tapes? Of any moment in time, you'd be like, hey, you remember when you said that? I got a VHS tape.
Out of your pocket.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
The only downside is you'd have to carry around a VHS player with you at all times, too.
Which not a lot of people have
And that would
anymore.
be a pain in the ass.
I have to ask you off that end the question, because in my mind, I have a VHS that it pops up from my nostalgic memory of childhood. Yeah. When you think of VHS, what do you think of?
First movie comes to mind, Small Soldiers.
Hey, Small Soldiers.
I love that one. I've thought about watching it again. I'm like, I wonder if that movie's still dope.
I just remember that the kid's name was Alan. That's all I remember.
Alan.
Alan. Thank you. Mine is Grease Lightning with John Travolta. Because when I lived in the country with my dad, once again, all we had was a VHS player, and I remember I watched Grease Lightning repeatedly. I did not get any of the innuendos then, and that and Totoro, the Miyazaki movie. Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, so I'll take the shitting out self-defense weapons.
Oh yeah.
And but the VHSs are cool.
All right, would you rather get $1 million tax-free or like one Kamehameha, like whatever, like Naruto ball?
Just one Uzumaki, what's it called? Rasengan?
Yeah. One
Just
of those.
one?
Just one or $1 million. One time each.
Can I use it on anyone?
You can use it however you want to use it.
Like, can I get past Secret Service and stuff?
I mean, that's up to you if you think you can get past it. I think you would need at least two. One to get through Secret Service and then be able to use it.
How about, can I have shadow clones and that?
I'll allow
One
that.
time. Yeah, one time. I will take shadow clones and Uzumaki, Naruto. What did we just call it?
Kamehameha.
No, Rasengan.
Rasengan.
Or Kamehameha from Goku. I'll take that if it's allowed to get past Secret Service. You know? Because if I could just blast the whole podium and be done with this bullshit, yeah.
That would be fun to have that. I don't even know what I would use it on. I would be too scared that I would either never use it or I would use it on something that would suck.
You just like go to a pond in the mountains.
I would be going to I'd be going to do that and somebody would cut me off in traffic and I would use it on them and be like, God damn it. And
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly,
"Fuck, I
exactly.
used it already,
You're
damn
done.
it."
No, I would.
I was like, I wish I had a confirm option. You know, are you sure you want to do this?
I would plan a ASSINATII attempt, and I would make it not an attempt.
Would you rather your hometown city win the WNBA championship or fine $5?
So one, my WNBA championship when I was in Houston, we won it with the Comets. The Comets, baby.
Hell yeah, you want them to win again?
Cheryl Swoop.
That-
No, I didn't make anything to me. This question's fucked up. Damn, Zach. He repeated, win a WNBA championship for your city wins it, or you find $5
Or
on the ground.
Both are a win-win.
I'll take $5.
There's no losing the scenario. And then I'll bet the $5 on them to win it.
There you go. That's a good idea. I'm sorry, WNBA. I don't know why the men keep who's throwing the dildos. Have they caught these people?
I don't think they've caught them.
What?
I think it's multiple people doing it.
It's just like a crew of people. They cover for them. Like, yeah, throw it and then go.
I feel like it's like someone anonymous. Everyone's just fucking.
Well, this NBA season, I'm throwing fleshlights on the court. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
That would be funny to counter if girls just start throwing pocket pussies on the NBA courts.
There you go. Or
They'd be
throw.
like, until you stop doing it to us, we're gonna keep doing it to you guys even more.
Or what? Yeah. What is something the men just hate? Throw. Oh, I mean, a tampon would be a good move.
Ooh.
Yeah. Use. Okay. No.
Would you rather be handcuffed to Jackson Mahomes for the rest of your life, or you have to carry around like a 45-pound plate with you everywhere? Like one of those weightlifting.
These both suck.
Yeah, so you'd have to be doing TikTok dances with him, you know? But you would be getting on the sideline of games.
Oh, damn, that's true.
But then he's like, come on, we gotta do a dance. And you're like,
Oh.
really? Do we have to do this?
What if Jackson Mahomes? Okay, he has to be alive the whole time. Like, so if he dies, I can't. But he might go to jail. I think he got that past him, right?
Oh, yeah, I think he got it past
He's
him.
good to go.
Yeah, that would be bad. He goes to jail and you have to go with him. You're like, God damn it.
I'll take the 45 plate.
45 plate.
I'll take the 45 plate because then I'll get used to it, and then that'll be my standard, you know. And then I'll probably eventually just add five more, like, and
I'll just start adding more.
Yeah, I'll add more weight. I like working out. Shout out working out and being healthy. And I think if I do that, it'll be a struggle for a little while. But then, you know, then it'll be fine. You know, then eventually, if I drag the weight across the concrete in the street, it'll eventually like fall apart, right? Yeah. See, Jackson.
Exactly. I was like, you're gonna get strong enough after like a month. You know, it's not gonna be like anything.
Exactly. So I'll take the weight. Fuck Jackson Mahomes. That should.
I think Jackson Mahomes would kind of be fun. I would choose that if I get to be the alpha. You know, like he has to live my life and follow me around. Not me following him around. He has to come here and sit next to me while we're doing the podcast.
He's just on his cell phone.
He's doing his dances while we're doing the podcast. I'm like, stop moving so much. In that scenario, I would do it.
rather than the 40. I'd take the
Yeah.
45 plate.
All right, choose your fantasy football punishment. You got last place. You got to choose your punishment.
I gotta choose it.
Yeah. You're either stuck in a gorilla exhibit for 24 hours, or you have to eat a wooden door. Not the doorknob, but like just the whole wood part of the door.
I'll take the gorilla exhibit. I think I'll start off. They'll like, am I like thrown in or I come in through the door? Right.
It's up to you how you want to go in.
I think a punishment should be you fall in.
Yeah. I imagine it's kind of like a Harambe scenario.
They're
like you're the
shocked.
kid. Yeah.
Shout out Harambe, poor guy.
You have to stay in there for 24 hours too. So even if they try and get you out, you got to be running away. Like no.
Oh my god! So I gotta fight off the zookeepers.
You got to fight off the zookeepers.
They're not a
and
part
the
of
gorilla.
this. So I would just lay down and be very calm until the gorilla gets used to me, and then I'll just like lay down, and then the gorilla's used to zookeepers. Gorillas, they're just about territory. They're not trying to eat you or anything. So I would just lay down for a good while. I'll probably be laying down for like 10 hours, and then it'll be till it's hyper aware of me, and then it calms down and I'm used to its environment, and then I'll probably end up falling in love with this gorilla because
Spend the rest of my life with it.
it doesn't have the material values that humans have and all this bullshit we go through. And then eventually, I think by like the 20th hour, I'll be like, I love it here. It's pretty cool.
You're like Caesar is home.
Yeah, and I'll just keep my head down like this all the time, and I'll do the whole hand gesture until he rubs my hand. And eventually, I'll become the alpha, and I'll throw my shit at the zookeeper and the people watching us.
I feel that's the dream, man. Just throwing your shit at people, coming up to your exhibit.
And they were like, yeah, he just fell in one day, and he decided to stay, and
We can't get him out.
yeah, he went wild. And,
It's easier.
he said he's tired of this shit, and then I'll teach the monkeys to revolt like Caesar,
You're the star of the next Planet of the Apes movie.
and until we die in a barrage of bullets on the I-25.
Do you think you could eat a wooden door if given the opportunity? Like Mr. Beast challenge. He's like, you got to eat this wooden door, and I'm gonna give you a blank check.
Blank check.
A blank check, whatever number you want to eat a wooden door.
I'm a scientist mind, so I would try to break the door down with something that you could eat.
The door's stuck on like the wall, so you gotta you can break it on it, but it's gonna be a bitch. You can't like put it in a blender because it's on the hinges still.
Yeah, I could do it. I mean, it would just be like punch out a piece and like just eat it, swallow
Just really
it.
tiny pieces.
Tiny pieces,
Really tiny.
It'll probably take like 2 or 3 years, and then boom, I'm set.
A couple of tiny pieces a day.
because then you got to pass it slowly.
Yeah, you can't eat too much at once.
I agree with you on that. That's not too bad.
I think I would try.
Yeah.
How often do you get that opportunity for that much money?
I would try, and I would just probably write in
God, I hope they do
how
that in
much
the
Mr.
next
Beast
episode
worth
of Fear
now?
Factor.
That fucking guy. He has to be worth billion.
Yeah. Oh, back on the fantasy or the football side again. I was gonna say good story too. Me and my friends, we used to pick our fantasy football order through the Fantasy Bachelorette.
Oh,
So they used to have on the ESPN app, you could do Fantasy Bachelor. And we would all watch the first episode of The Bachelor.
I love
We'd all
that.
meet up, watch the first episode of The Bachelor, pick 3 girls off the first episode. Whoever's girl goes the farthest wins.
I love that. That's good.
It was awesome. I got second all 3 years because I would always choose the villain.
Hell yeah.
And then they would go deep, but they would never win it. And then one of my friends was probably in the closet secretly because, he got the right person every time.
Shout out the friend in the closet. Damn, Zach. No, that's awesome. That's a good way of choosing crappy TV. And it'd be like, what's the Love is Blind, like the pick the couple that might get married or something.
It was fun because then all the girls in our group were like, wait, you guys are watching The Bachelor? They're like, we want to watch. And then they would all come over and then they would all get pissed off because we'd be talking through the show the whole time. And they're like, whoa, stop. We're trying to hear what they're saying. And we're like, no. And they'd be like in this pool and they'd be like, wait, rewind.
Yeah, and then you get to the voting part and you're just like, yeah, fuck yeah.
We're like, let's go. Every time I got a rose.
Still alive.
I still remember my first girl, Corinne, Team Corn. God, she was beautiful. I'd love to get her on the podcast. I'd ride or die for her.
Dude, you got me a second-round draft pick.
Yeah, well, you got me a great order.
That's awesome. All right, noted for next year for the
The fantasy league.
Our draft's at 2:00 after this. That's good shit right there.
Yeah. What's your hometown scandal or like high school scandal or story you and your friends would talk about? First one comes to mind.
I got one for you. I used to play football in high school. A-Leaf Taylor Lions. It was fun. I was tailback, running back. I was a little shifty, a little swift, pretty swift. 40 time, 4.6. You know, I ran at 4.6. Squatted, 450. And so here, we're going to get a little weird here. So I went to Houston, and I went to like a very diverse school. Like I was kind of I'm half Mexican and white, but I'm like very white complected, so I was the kind of minority at the school, and it was fine, you know. But my coaches, they lived like in the rich neighborhood, and they came to the poor neighborhood to coach, and they would say this weird stuff like McPherson, get out the game, put the black kid in, he's faster than you. They would say that out loud in front of all of us, and like me and the black kid would be like we would like both shake our heads at each other like, this asshole.
God damn it, this guy.
Or I would like go take a knee, and like another kid would be like, you're a good guy, McPherson. I'm like, yeah, I know, this guy's a piece of shit. Like, this guy sucks. And his name was Coach White.
Coach White, even better.
His name was Coach White. And there were some good coaches on there, but he would just belittle people, and he would just like, he would say some off-putting shit that was kind of racist. And me and our teammates would just be like, all right, we're in this together. Fuck this guy. And so I leave. I graduate. I got kind of fucked over because I don't know what it was, but I remember like someone telling me like, yeah, you had a bunch of like college letters from schools that they were withholding from you. So like someone, he would come around every time and give like, you got a letter from UCLA. You got a letter from Texas A&M, and then all this stuff. And then so, you know, I was all right. I'm a little guy. I'm like 5'9" on a good day.
LSU,
so
nah.
I wasn't expecting to go anywhere that big. Would give me a scholarship somewhere, but apparently he was withholding letters from me because a player said he went to his office and saw a stack of letters for me that he was not giving to me for some reason. But the scandal part comes from when I left my high school, my senior year. I graduated. My Coach White went to his small hometown in Texas to coach, and he got a job there as the head coach. And by the following year, he was married. He had 2 kids. Fuck you, Coach White. I don't care putting your shit out there. Coach White met up with his like old high school sweetheart that was still living in this small town. They went to a hotel room, and that lady's husband showed up, shot her dead, shot him dead, and killed himself.
Oh, God.
So it was a double murder-suicide to Coach White. And I remember I went back to the school, and I talked to like my running back coach who used to get like the shit into the stick from Coach White. And I remember being like, some people were like, yo, you hear about Coach White? And they were like, yeah, let's not talk about that. That's a sensitive subject. And then I saw my old running back coach who like hated Coach White. He's like, you hear about Coach White? It's like, yeah, I heard about that dumb motherfucker.
God damn, that's crazy.
So I mean, Houston's a big city, but yeah. So my high school football coach was murdered, and then because he was cheating on his wife, and it's sad. Shout out to the family.
That's how this question usually goes. It either goes sort of crazy or it goes to teacher sleeping with student.
Yeah, something like that. I'll say Beyonce came from my school district. And if you really want to see where I came from, the show Mo on Netflix, the comedian Mo Amir, great show, and he puts my neighborhood on the scene he puts my neighborhood in basically Hollywood, so it's good. It's good stuff.
You're doing like that Leo meme. That's my.
No, it was 100%. I was like, yo, that's my water tower. I was like, yo, that's the football field.
I was there.
No, dude, straight up, my streets. Like I was Mo Amir. He's been opening up for Dave Chappelle for years, and he has a show, and it's a good show because he's Palestinian, so he's a Palestinian comedian, and so he's been a refugee in Houston for a long time. And shout out Houston, I love that city. It's a big brick cement jungle.
God, you got to meet my co-host, OldSchoolCurt. He's not here, but he's from Houston. Oh my God, the number of times he says H down.
Oh, we're loud. We're
I'm
loud.
like, yep.
You ever wonder
Like,
why I'm loud?
tell.
And I'm from A-Leaf. If you SWAT, is it Southwest A-Leaf, Texas. You'll people be like, A-Leaf.
Yeah, this next one's a great question. Would you still be screaming if the cartel leader's thick daughter walked in mid-torture? Or would you play it cool?
I would play it cool.
It's not that bad.
I would mew. What the kid do? They bite their cheeks.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
I would mew. Damn, that's you're just start doing that. Chained up.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, mommy, you get punched in the face. Maybe when you do that, the cartel leader will be like, this is my only daughter who's not married off yet. You're like, She's beautiful.
He untakes you, ties you down, you get married.
Exactly. And then you gotta be a
And
cartel
that's how I
hand.
got married into the cartel.
Boom. I was being tortured. Speaking of that, like, have you been to Mexico before?
Only when I was little.
Same here. I've been
Not
when I
like
was
when
little.
I've been able to drink, you know? So it'd be cool to go back.
I want to go back, but there's a certain internal fear like I have of just like walking the streets of Mexico. Maybe I just need to get over that. But it's just maybe the American, American shield or view that we have of Mexico. But I got to go to Mexico City one day. I heard good food, cheap food.
I was there. I remember we fed alligators at this one restaurant.
What?
You could like just walk like there wasn't even like it wasn't like, you know, like a little like gate or something. It was just like, you know, like you just like walk up to the shoreline and there's just like alligators and we were just like throwing Cheez-Its at them.
They're eating Cheez-Its?
They're eating Cheez-Its. And I was like, these things could easily just like come up on shore and probably, you know, like we'd have to start running.
No, I love alligators.
I knew to zigzag, so I would have been good.
They're fast, bro. Alligators are fast. I grew up in the country in Texas, Brazos Bend State Park. I walked out on a boat dock, and then the water, you go like basically walking into the pond, but you're like on this high boat dock, and underneath you, the water was dried out, so it was just mud. I swear there was like 50 alligators just sunbathing, and so I'm like, if I fell, I would die. So I did what any 8-year-old would do. I pissed on them, you know.
So I was just pissed. I was my dominance.
I peed on like 10 alligator eyeballs. It was cool. As a,
Hell
as
yeah.
as an 8-year-old, you're like, hell
That's a
yeah.
10 kill streak. That's badass. What's the dumbest way you ever injured yourself?
Oh man, there's some dumb ones. Oh god, I'm trying to think of a stub toe. So I have a scar on my elbow. It's kind of faded right here. I was after I graduated high school. I went to a party. It was at my girlfriend's house, and there was this dumb guy named Tony Gobble, I think his name was. I don't care. I just shut up.
I love it.
I keep
I
no
love
one
it. Some people are
anonymous.
like, I'm not going to tell anybody's name, and you're like, I will give everybody's name, address,
Tony,
last 4 of their social security number.
this little short little punk wannabe kid, and we were all like 18. I think he was in his 20s. But he started making a reputation. We all worked at the Alamo Draft House in Houston, Texas, and there was a lot of drinking buddies met there. And he was known for like breaking other people's stuff, like basically fender benders on some friend's car leaving a party, or like breaking someone's like, you know, chair or something like that. Well, he was in my girlfriend's backyard, and I was there too, and the party was like full swing. It was good to go. It was a good party. And then he tries to like tackle me, like a UFC kind of like takedown. So I sprawl him, like I put my legs out and I like basically stop him, and I throw him in the grass. And he's a little guy. He's like probably like, you know, 5 foot. And then I go, yo, Tony, don't fight. You're known for breaking stuff. And then he like looks at me with this like devilish grin, comes to tackle me again, and puts his hands underneath my kneecaps, and he basically barely picks me up, and my elbow just goes through a window.
Oh, did you smash it?
It smashed. Like it was just like this. It was casually just like, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, I don't feel the pain. I hold my elbow, and I just tell Tony, like, it's okay, man, don't worry. And Tony's in the grass, like throwing it like a little baby, like throwing a fit. He's like on his knees first. He's like, I broke this window, and he starts freaking out. And I'm like, yo, there's dog shit in that yard. You should chill out with that. And then a friend grabs me, and she's like, yo, we're going to the hospital. I was like, no, we're not. It's a little scratch. And like I look at my arm, or she like holds it, and we go to the bathroom, and the party surrounds me, and I look, and like my elbow, just the meat is just like hanging out sideways.
Oh, God.
And I just hear someone in the back go, it looks like a vagina. So I go to the hospital in Houston and wait in the waiting room, and even like there's like a family. It's funny, like there's like it was like a Family Guy moment. Like we're like in there, and there's this family with the son, like mom and dad, and like I look at my elbow again, and I just hear the dad go, God damn.
Like, God damn.
And so I think I got 18 staples in my elbow, like right where it bends. And so I think I was like working the movie theater. I couldn't wait tables anymore, and so I had to like just work the ticket box. So I was just like, ticket. So I had to like keep my arm straight like this. Here you go. Like, so I had to keep my elbow straight for like maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, nice gnarly scar.
Damn. That makes me think of the video of like the one weather reporter. he's like a news reporter, and he's talking about how easy it is to break into people's cars and how you can just like smash it with a hammer. And then he like tries to do it and it won't go, and he does it again like 3 times. On the 3rd time, it finally breaks, and his hand goes through the window, and it just fucking slices his whole hand up, and he's just bleeding on the air.
Meanwhile, some kid with a what's it called, a hard drive that's still Kia's. He's like, you're doing too much.
Yeah. What's your favorite video on the internet all time? Like you're scrolling Instagram, you got to stop and watch.
So like it's like kind of the drunk YouTube. What do you go to? Mine's weird. Mine's nostalgic. It's from the Disney movie Oliver and Company. You know the song? It's like, why should I worry? Why should I care? Great video. I think the song's called "Why Should I Worry."
Anytime you see that, you're like, I gotta watch.
And then the dog who sings it, I think his name is Dart. I think. He is voiced by the great, what's the guy who sings Piano Man? Sing me a song with Piano Man. I forgot his name, but that's Billy Joel. Billy Joel. So I like that one. I'm trying to think of ones that are. Ooh, I got one. Have you seen the one where the guy chases? It's like kind of The Ring. Like, you know, the girl comes out the ring, like the dead girl. So it's like this, but it's like a skulking guy with like a hood and a white face, and like he looks like death, but he has a spoon. Have you seen this one?
No.
So you get the curse of the spoon, and so this guy, it's like your friends can't see him. They can't see him. He's a ghost, but you could see him, and he's this guy in a cheap like death outfit with white face paint, and he hits you with a spoon. And so at first you're just like, what the fuck? This is weird. But it never stops. And so he beats you. So like eventually his spoon breaks. Like it's like a fucking 20-minute video.
He just gets a new spoon, or is he just
his spoon breaks, and the guy who's like on the ground like dying from like beat with a spoon, and it's like a casual hit. It's not even a big like curdy hit.
It's like Chinese water torture with the spoon.
It is. And then the guy's spoon breaks, and the guy looks up, he's like and then he just like opens up his scarf and pulls out another spoon. No, it's called something. Look up beaten with the spoon. I think it might be called.
I'm gonna look this up now.
It's an amazing video. My wife showed me it whenever and it's fucking awesome. And basically, it just like keeps going. Like the guy's running. He goes like a psychologist, and he's just like, "You don't see him? He's right here." And then you shoot the guy in the head with a gun, and he fucking gets up and starts hitting you with the spoon. Yeah.
That's great.
Looking up, beating with the spoon.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
The other one I've been watching a lot on Instagram is the Tactical Forge Instagram channel. It's like some guy just like teaching you like, you know, how to like breach a room like with an army squad. I have no interest. Or he's like how to go around a corner with a squadron here if there's people in the room. How to throw smokes in this. I don't even know why I watch this, but man, I watch the full video every time it comes up. I just watch these army videos.
Hell yeah.
I don't even have a gun, but But I'm like, this is good knowledge. I feel like I should know this.
Before I left the house,
it's gonna help my Call of Duty game.
Oh hell yeah,
I think
yeah.
a lot.
I'm waiting for Battlefield 6 myself. Yeah. Matty Matterson, good chef stuff. He's funny. Shout out here. You probably watched it. Brandon Perna.
Yeah,
That's Good Sports. I love that. I was watching that when I lived in Austin, and then I moved to Littleton, and that's like where he lives. And I'm like, oh, small world.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's like one of my favorite creators.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get him on the podcast,
dude. You.
All right, this next one's one question with OldSchoolCurt. And his question is?
Hello, everybody. And here's your one question from OldSchoolCurt. If you were an Italian plumber whose girlfriend kept getting kidnapped and imprisoned in a castle by a fire-breathing lizard all the time, would you really take part in recreational go-kart racing with that lizard?
We're on like a 30-second Family Guy cutscene.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, his question is, if you were an Italian plumber whose girlfriend was constantly being imprisoned in castles by an evil fire-breathing lizard, would you take part in his recreational go-kart race?
Would I take part? Is it to win her back? Yeah. I think now that we've gotten older and this whole scheme is up.
Or are you gonna fight?
Do we accept that Bowser's just he's dicking down Peach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like it's the John Redcorn Dale Gribble bit. It is. Like it's like, oh, I got kidnapped and I've been living here for weeks, and then oh shit, he's here. He's at the castle. Let's set it up. Help me, Mario. Would I participate? Yeah, of course. I mean, you got to. And then I would probably pick up on it after the 50th time at the 50th race, and I would send my shells at Peach.
I'm taking her out instead.
I wouldn't give her shells. I'd give her crabs.
Blind ranking, worst places to be hungover. 1 best, 5 worst.
Best places to be hungover. Okay.
Worst places.
Worst place. So one would be the worst.
One is the best place to
One
be
is the
hungover.
best.
5 is that.
5 is
ultimate
the
worst.
all-time worst. Okay.
Yeah. First we got is breakfast with the girlfriend's parents. Coming out strong.
What kind of parents are they? Are they like
They're strict parents.
strict parents? Okay, because I have
these aren't fun parents.
I have an aunt.
Who are like,
I have an
let's-
aunt and uncle who are like drinking all night. You wake up and they make you a tequila sunrise. See, if they're like that.
You're not doing mimosas.
Damn it. Okay. Fuck, that one's rough. God, this is good. This is a good question. I'm gonna put that 3
Right in the middle.
right in the middle.
It's where the analytics say to put it.
I'll put it right there because you never know. You know, your in-laws, your mom, your mother-in-law may be able to cook some good food. You know, either way, mom
True,
or
it is
dad,
kind of some good food.
they
It
might
is-
be cooking some
it is a good
homemade
recovery.
food. And you know, they're strict, but they're probably. I mean, you're married by law, you know, and there's like he's hungover. I've been there actually. I've been there where actually I've I've gotten really really drunk before. I went to an EDM show.
Yeah.
To tangent a little bit with my mother-in-law, my wife, and my brother-in-law, his wife, and my sister-in-law.
Hell yeah.
And I, for some reason, at this EDM show, was just like, "Give me a fireball shot. Give me these shots. Give me." I got so drunk to the point where my brother-in-law had to come on and be like, "You're not drinking anymore." And then I got pissed.
You're like, oh yeah, we're fighting.
And so my wife loves EDM and like DJ music, and I'm starting. It grows on me, but I used to tell her, I was like, DJs are fucking lazy. They're not real musicians.
a
And
couple beers in me, and I just go off on DJs.
so I started doing that, and then she got really upset, and I was the asshole. I was a huge asshole, and I had to go home. I had to go to my brother-in-law's house where everyone was at, go to sleep on the couch, and wake up and like. And so now that's called a DJ Jublar.
DJ Jublar.
Whenever like I'm trying to get DJ Jublar drunk, I'm like, don't bring
I
that
forgot
up.
to ask, how's the Jublar nickname? How does Jublar? What's the
Jublar.
What's the origin story of the
Jublar's
name?
origin, okay, it's a from the kingdom of Eurocratic down to the Malaysian islands of Macedonia, and you take a right on Sweden, and Russian origins to Russian scapegoats like George Bush, and yeah, that's Jublar. No.
Oh yeah, named after George Bush.
Yeah, it is a stage name, but I keep my alias nice and tight. So yeah, it's Jublar. Jublar. The origin actually is a Swedish word for jubilation and crowd appeasing. So I made it up before. The actual origins is what I used to tag stuff all the time, and I'd put my full name. I'd be like, McPherson. And one day a cop came to my house and was like, "Is this you?" I was like, "No." It was like, "You go to this school and you spray painted your name all over."
Who would have thought?
Yeah, you're the only one
Surprise
there.
Pikachu face. You're like, what?
And so then I took my real name, Ja, and I used to say bleh a lot. It's go bleh. And I always like my thing. My friends like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" I'm like, bleh. And so I took Jublar. That's what it was. So Jublar, and then eventually came Jublar. And I'm rolling with it. I like it. But yeah, back to I put that at 3 with the being hungover at your in-laws' house for breakfast because it might be good food. And, you know, you just got to answer the questions. They're not too... In-laws can be annoying, but you know, I love my in-laws. They're cool.
One other real quick sidetrack I want to do while we're sidetracking times 6 is on the concert part too. Is I remember a good concert story. I went to Red Rocks one time, and my friend got too drunk at the concert. So then they were like, "He's got to leave," and we were like on the far side away from the exit, and they're like, "You got to walk through there." And I'm like, I can't get them through all these people to the other side. So then they took us backstage. We got to go under the stage, you know.
There you
I got
go.
like a VIP tour at Red Rocks. I'm like under the stage, like looking at the areas like where people sign their names and stuff. Nice. I'm like walking under the stage with security, like carrying my friend. And I'm like, this is cool. And then we get to the exit, and my friend's mom works security for Red Rocks.
Oh.
And she's just like, I'm trying to think of a name to say it's not his. Blake? And I'm like, hi.
It was the
And
shocked mom.
Yeah, and she was like, I'll take him. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, I'm going to go back to the concert
Oh,
now
hell
with my
yeah.
friends. I'm like, this is great.
That's an awesome
I
story.
just got a full tour onto the stage, and I got to go back.
That's a good story.
My
I
friend's
like
like,
that.
what the hell? How are you back? I'm like, dude, you'll never guess where I just went.
I got to get the VIP treatment.
They just gave me a tour.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
But all right, back to the blind rankings. So we got number 3, breakfast with girlfriend's parents. Next we got running late at the airport by like 10 minutes.
Oh, hell no. Damn, and you're hungover?
Yeah, 10 minutes late you're running at the airport.
Like your flight's already fucking you're on the Denver train going to your
It's
gate.
boarding, yeah, and you're like,
boarding,
shit.
and you're hungover.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're riding that tram. And it's in whatever
Oh
that
man,
sound.
that's a 4. That's a 4. Because at least you don't gotta deal. No, you gotta deal with people. But if it's just you and you gotta get there, you're hungover. You know what you did to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what you
That's
did to
on you.
yourself. And you're at the airport. You're late. You might see one of those bars that is just completely empty, and you're just like, shot of tequila right now, like please, and you're just like, I gotta go. And then you do your shot. You drop a 20 down. Give me 2 shots. Drop a 20 down. You run, and then you get on the plane. You're hungover. If you want to hair the dog, you just pay for a drink. Yeah, I'll take that as 4 because it sucks.
Yeah.
It really
That
does
could
suck.
be the worst, though.
Because it's like you're so hungover, and the last thing you want to do is like get in an Uber. And like I think being hungover or like fucked up in any way, I hate getting
It already
Ubers when I'm
sucks.
drunk because it already sucks, and then you just like awkwardly like look out the window. Like,
So how long have you been driving for Uber?
yeah. Oh yeah.
My favorite question to ask Uber drivers is, how fast have you gotten this bad boy up to? Every time I get into it, I'm like, how fast have you gotten this bad boy up to?
I like that. That one's more of a friendly question.
I'm like, it's a different one for him.
I'm gonna steal that. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Next we got Disney World in the summertime. It's busy. School's out.
I'm doing 5. I hate
5,
that.
you hate it?
I'm not a Disney adult. I don't want to be caught.
That's either the best or the like literally the worst.
I don't want to be caught
Yeah.
dead at Disney World.
It's
No.
crazy when you see those signs. There's like a 2-hour wait in line, and you're like, what?
Especially if you like imagine like if you're there and you're there with like you're at least there with your kids, future kids, whatever you have, or you're there with like you're there with a friend who's a Disney adult and you're hungover. Nah, bro. Like
Yeah, this is with a Disney adult hungover we're doing.
I'm finding I don't want to go to Disney World ever in my life. I'll pass. I'm good. I'll
All right, next we got here a funeral.
put that at 2. Because that means we partied pretty hard the night
Yep,
before.
you're probably celebrating them.
We were celebrating the life of whoever died, and we're there with your family. There's probably other family members who are hungover too, and you got nothing better to do but be quiet. And if it's a good funeral, shout out, not my white people. There's food there.
Exactly. Yep. And then we got for your best spot, for worst place to be hungover, or best place to be hungover, I guess, the hotel room, past checkout, and the maid is knocking on your door.
Oh, I've been there. That sucks.
You're like, that's a normal one for me.
Man, I might, if I could go back, I would put the funeral 1. And that, you know what? That's fine. This will be the 1. That's fine.
Where would you put it if you had to rank it, though? Like,
it
if
would
it was
be-
the first one.
It would be 2 still. Because no, it would be 3. I'd put my parents up first. Because whatever, like I'll be hungover and eating breakfast quietly in front of a girlfriend's parents. And then 1 would be the funeral probably because everyone's just quiet. Like you can get away with it a lot better than
You can pull it off.
And you're just like, what's wrong with him? He's like, I'm just so sad.
Yeah.
I'm just so sad. Good question. I like that. I like the blind ranking. That's good.
Yeah. All right, what do you think the world record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun is? Counting time, putting the straw in, too.
I'm gonna say the world record is 4.37 seconds.
The world record is 8 seconds.
Man, that ain't nothing.
The Barcast record is also almost 8 seconds, too, by Wes Williams and Chris Wellman.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to be breaking the world record for fastest time to drink a Capri Sun. You can pull it off the pouch, but you can't take the thing out of the wrapper. So I'll give us like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're on the outdoor table, which is kind of hard, with the holes to find a spot.
I'm ready.
Fucking, we're against the odds, but it's going to be good. All right, you ready? I'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wait. All right,
What?
hold on. 5, 4. All
I'll
right,
still do the motion.
all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
That's hard.
That was fast.
Because you could only suck it from the hole.
I know.
Yeah.
You can only get so fast. That was quick, though. That's going to put you on the leaderboard. You got 14 seconds. And I got about 18 seconds, that's my average.
I think the hardest part, 8 seconds, how do you get all the liquid through the tube so fast?
I know. You got to, I was talking actually to a guy who owns the world record for most Guinness World Records, and he's friends with the guy who owns the record. And he was telling me he drinks through the straw and the hole. So,
Okay.
he goes, upside down, and he, squeezes it so it's just,
Because I started doing that, and it was coming out the hole, so I put pressure on the hole.
Yeah, no, he just kind of sprays it. He just puts the whole thing in his mouth and just kind of just sucks everything.
I think there should be regulations for that.
They need rules.
Yeah, the guy who owns the most, right, he just finds the most obscure things.
He wasn't the one who had it. It was his friend. But yeah, there's a guy who just owns a record for most random records. I'm like, how do you come up with this stuff?
Do they even make those books anymore? Remember they made the big, shiny fucking book?
I think they still make them because he owns records. I would love to just become his rival for no reason and just try to break every one of his records. That'd be hilarious. Shout out David Rush. That'd be great publicity for him if he had a rival, who's just always trying to break his records, so he has to break them again. It would be great content for both of us. It's like there's.
You should start doing it. Yeah.
I'm coming for you in every record you own.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, Capri Suns are dope. I used to run a show in Austin where we gave out free beer, and we gave out free Capri Suns too. And these would go faster than.
People are like, give me the Capri Suns.
These would go faster than the beer did. We'd run. Someone come up like, "Got more Capri Sun?" We're out, and they're like, "Oh, come on!"
Damn.
So get a sponsor, Capri Sun,
Hell yeah, sponsor us.
Sponsor the Barcast, the comedy.
We need it. But that's all for this podcast. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. We're giving away a toaster at 10K subscribers, baby. Tell them where to find you. Anything you want to promote. It'll be on screen and linked down below.
Is it this used toaster or a new toaster?
It'll be a new toaster.
Okay.
It'll be a working one. We're going to buy a nice one.
Oh, this one doesn't work?
No, I cut the cord.
Oh, okay. Nice.
This is my family's old toaster. You should see the toaster technology nowadays.
What's his name?
They got touch screens, everything. It's Toasty.
I was going to say, Toasty's a good name. Touch screens on a toaster?
They have crazy new toasters. They can imprint the Broncos logo into your toast nowadays and stuff. It's crazy. We're giving one of those nice ones
away.
away.
I want one of those smart toilets, the one that tells you how good it was.
Oh. That's what we'll give away next. At 20K, we're giving away a smart toilet.
The smart toilets are just like, yum.
And then we change the logo to a piece of toast coming out of a toilet.
Can I make my toilet go, that's good. Thank you, Barcast. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. Subscribe. Do-do-do.